Welcome to today's episode of Understanding and Healing the Father Wound. I'm your host, Dr. Lexi, and today we're tackling a topic that deeply impacts millions of people, the father wound. Considering that today's Father's Day, I thought it would be a great day to pick up on our journey. So let's get started. What is a father wound? A father wound occurs when the relationship between your father or the absence of the relationship creates a sense of loss, pain, or emptiness. It's more common than we think. Statistics show that over 18.4 million children in the U.S., that's 1 out of 4 children, live without a biological, step, or adoptive father in their home. The absence of a father has profound effects on mental health, relationships, and even career choices. But there's hope. While the father wound can leave deep scars, healing is not only possible, it's transformational. Today, I'll share a story that captures the pain of this wound, dive into how it manifests, share some compelling data, and give you actionable steps towards healing. Let's get started. Let me share David's story. David grew up in a neighborhood where fathers were scarce. His own dad left when he was just 6 years old. For years, David asked himself why his dad abandoned him. Was I not good enough? Did I do something wrong? As David got older, he realized that this absence wasn't just about his father being physically gone. It was about the things he never received: a father's encouragement, guidance, or reassurance. Instead, David found himself constantly doubting his worth, struggling to connect with others, and fearing rejection in his relationships. David's story is not unique. In fact, the statistics surrounding fatherlessness are staggering. According to the National Fatherhood Initiative, children from father absent homes are 4 times more likely to live in poverty. They're twice as likely to drop out of high school and more likely to experience behavioral problems. Studies from the U.S. Census Bureau show that 85% of youth in prison come from fatherless homes. This is staggering. These numbers highlight how deep and far-reaching the father wound can be. But it's not just about the statistics. It's about the individual, lives behind them. Like David's and maybe even yours, the absence of a father or a strained relationship can manifest in different ways, and research backs up these experiences. For one, it can cause mental health struggles. A study published in Psychiatry Research found that children with absent fathers are at a higher risk of developing anxiety, depression, and even suicidal tendencies. Furthermore, it causes relationship challenges. According to the American Psychological Association, individuals with unresolved father wounds often have difficulties with trust and intimacy. They may fear abandonment or repeat patterns of dysfunction in their own families. I'm guilty of some of these things. It also causes identity issues. Fathers play a critical role in affirming a child's sense of self-worth. Without that affirmation, many people struggle with feelings of inadequacy or low self-esteem. For people that are spiritual and people of faith, an absent or abusive father can distort their view of God. Instead of seeing him as a loving father, they may project feelings of anger, disappointment, or mistrust. These impacts are real and often ripple through generations. But the good news is this: the father wound doesn't have to define you. Healing is possible. It's a journey that takes time, but every step forward brings you closer to freedom and peace. Here are 6 practical steps based on both research and personal experience. First, you must acknowledge the wound. Research shows that acknowledging and naming our pain is the first step towards healing. According to a study published in Emotion, suppressing emotions only intensifies them. Journaling about your experiences or speaking with a trusted confidant can help you begin this process. Next, understand the root cause. Ask yourself, how has my father's absence or behavior impacted my life? Identify the patterns such as perfectionism, fear of failure, or difficult trusting others. These patterns can help you connect the dots between your pain and its effects. Also, allow yourself to grieve. Some people think that grieving only takes place when a loved one passes away. But no, grief is a necessary part of your healing process. Studies show that unresolved grief can lead to long-term emotional distress. It's okay to feel anger, sadness, or disappointment about what you missed. Letting go and grieving opens the door to acceptance and moving forward. Find a mentor or a role model. Research from child development highlights the importance of positive adult influences in overcoming the effects of fatherlessness. Seek out mentors who embody the qualities you admire, whether that's a coach, a teacher, a pastor, or a family friend. Also, forgive your own freedom. Forgiveness is crucial, but it's not about excusing the hurt your father caused. A study published in the Journal of Behavioral Medicine found that forgiveness significantly reduces stress, depression, and anxiety. Forgiveness is for you to release the emotional burden and move forward. And last but not least, rebuild your identity. Psychologists emphasize the importance of reframing negative beliefs about yourself. Remember, your father's absence or shortcomings are not a reflection of your worth. Affirm yourself today. For those who believe in their truth and lean into your truth of who you are unconditionally. Now, if you're truly struggling about this, please seek professional help. Therapy can be life-changing. A licensed therapist can help you unpack your emotions, navigate forgiveness, and create healthier patterns. Don't hesitate to reach out for support. You don't have to do this alone. Now, I want to leave you with this today. Healing the father wound is not about erasing the pain. It's about transforming it. You are not defined by what you lacked, but by the choices you make moving forward. Let me share the end of David's story. After years of carrying his father wound, David sought counseling. He grieved the loss of the relationship he's always wanted and forgave his father for not being there. And he began to build healthier relationships. Eventually, David became a mentor to young boys growing up without fathers, using his story to help others heal. Your pain can have purpose. If you take nothing else from today's episode, remember this. You are worthy, you are loved, and you have the strength to heal. Thank you for spending this time with me today. If today's episode resonated with you, share it with someone who might need it. Let's spread the hope that healing is possible. And have a marvelous Happy Father's Day.